We don't often realize that when we live our lives of comfort and security, somewhere in the world there is war going on, and it's really easy to stay oblivious if this war does not affect us in any way. But what if this war is happening in your neighboring country, and if you see thousands of people fleeing the country and seeking refuge? Is there anything you can do to help them and to offer them some mental support? Today I would like to share with you 5 things I stick to when I speak to refugees. The very first thing we can do as far as emotional support is concerned is to let them speak, if they are ready to speak. I don't want you to ask them any particular questions. I don't want you to question them on some terrible details of the things they've been through. Rather than that, I think it's a good idea to show them your readiness to listen and your readiness to wait until they are ready to speak. If they are already ready to speak, let them speak and let them choose the topic. Don't think that only because they are refugees they need to talk necessarily about this war. Maybe it's definitely too early for that. Maybe they have a different topic in mind that they would like to discuss with you, or a different problem. Or perhaps you can only give them a chance just to bond with you and to share their interests, to share their hobbies with you. This could help them a lot. So let them choose. Now that the both of you are already having a meaningful conversation, let the conversation flow in a natural way as directed by your interlocutor. Do not by any chance question them about the terrors of war. Do not ask them if they were afraid to lose their life. Do not ask them if they have seen any dead bodies. It's first of all not the time to do that yet, and secondly, maybe even more importantly, leave it to professionals, leave it to therapists and to psychologists. Do not even attempt to tackle it yourself. When we talk about psychologists and psychotherapists, you may be interested to know that such conditions like post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, sleeping disorders, anxieties, they may manifest themselves after a couple of weeks from this trauma. At this point, nothing like this may even be noticeable to professionals. But even if it is, make sure that you do not diagnose your interlocutors. This is not your role. Your role is to support them, to offer them a good ear to listen and an open heart, and that's it. All the diagnosing, all the treatment, leave to mental health professionals. And the next thing I do may really be difficult at the very beginning, and it is to allow the silence. Silence is a necessary and a really wanted element of the process of healing, and it will happen sooner or later. Do not fear it. It's the right thing to happen. These refugees, they may feel that everything has been said and done, and now they just need some time to digest it, to digest these emotions, or to cry, or to handle their own thoughts. And they will need the time for that, the time of silence. Do not provoke any conversations if you see that all they need is some private time. It's really perfectly natural for them to do so. So if your heart is open and if your ears are ready to listen, I believe that this is one of the greatest gifts you can give people struggling emotionally until a professional psychological help is ready. I'll speak to you next time.